In this video, you will learn about two types of overhand jumping serve. We're going to look at how to perform a jump serve and a float serve. First up is the jump serve. Position yourself 2 to 3 meters behind the baseline and look at the area you want to aim the ball at. Toss the ball high into the air in front of you with your hitting hand. Move towards the ball, following its movement with your eyes, and accelerate on the last 2 steps before the jump. Be careful not to step on the baseline or inside the court, as this is considered a foul. Jump upwards and forwards, arching your body and pointing your free arm towards the ball to keep your balance while in the air. Prepare your hitting arm by bringing your elbow back, raised above your shoulder. Swing your hitting arm upward and forwards and hit the ball with your hand held flat and your arm outstretched. Keep your wrist supple. Bend it at the moment of contact to increase the rotation and speed of the ball. Aim for the top of the net and follow through with your serving movement, staying in contact with the ball for as long as possible. Next up, the float serve. Position yourself 1 to 3 meters behind the baseline. Toss the ball and jump, just like in the previous example. Hit the center of the ball swiftly with your hand held flat. Keep your hitting arm outstretched and your wrist straight. Stop your arm as soon as you make contact with the ball, and don't allow it to drop down towards your hips. Hold your jump and don't follow the ball forward to obtain a floating knuckleball effect. You can use this serve to surprise your opponent, as the ball's trajectory is often unpredictable. Jumping serves are difficult to master, so don't get discouraged and get practicing. Over to you. In this video, you will learn how to perform 2 types of serve. We're going to look at how to do an underhand serve and an overhand serve. First, the underhand serve. Position yourself anywhere behind the baseline. During service, you are never allowed to place your feet inside the court or on the baseline. Point your shoulders towards the net, bend your knees slightly, and bring your weak foot forward. This will be your left foot if you are right-handed. Hold the ball in the hand that's on the same side as your weak foot. Hold the ball in front of you, in line with your other arm, at a height between your hips and waist. Your arm should be slightly bent. Make a pendulum-like movement with your free arm and hit the ball from underneath. You can choose to hit the ball with either an open hand for greater precision or a closed hand for greater power. When you hit the ball, shift your body weight from your back foot to your front foot. Don't try to hit the ball hard. The power of your serve comes from the ample movement and speed of your arm. Next up, the overhand serve. For this serve, extend the arm holding the ball and toss it into the air. The ball should be tossed just above your head, slightly in front of you and in line with your other arm. With your other arm, hit the center of the ball with a flat hand, sending it upwards and forwards. Keep your arm straight. When you hit the ball, shift your body weight from your back foot to your front foot. The underhand serve is the easiest to perform, but also the easiest for your opponent to receive. With both serves, coordination and controlling your movements are essential to striking the ball at the right moment. So time to get training. In this video, you'll learn how to do a bump pass. This will allow you to receive the serve or recover the ball after an attack. To perform a bump pass correctly, remember these 3 steps: position, prepare, and return the ball. Firstly, position. Move by sidestepping or cross-stepping to your position in the path of the ball. Spread your feet apart slightly wider than your hips and bend your knees slightly inwards. Keep your back rounded and lean forward a little. Secondly, prepare. Clasp your hands in front of you and tilt them to form a flat surface for receiving the ball. Always leave space between your arms and your chest so that you can gain leverage and control the power of your forearm pass. If your arms are glued to your chest, you will not be able to produce enough power. To link your arms together, clasp your hands by putting one palm over the other and folding your fingers. Thirdly, return the ball. Turn your pelvis and the flat surface of your arms to where you want to pass the ball. Hit the ball in front of you, between your knees, with the lower third of your forearms. As you hit the ball, push with your legs too. To make a good bump pass, stay still as you receive the ball. Over to you. In this video, you'll learn how to make an overhand pass. It allows you to set the ball at the net so that your attacking teammate can spike it effectively. To set a good overhand pass, bear these 3 points in mind. Position yourself, ready yourself, and hit the ball. Firstly, position yourself. When the ball arrives, observe its trajectory closely and sprint to where it will land to catch it before it touches the floor. Position yourself below the ball's path so that it lands directly in front of you. Before you make contact, turn your feet, hips and shoulders in the direction you want the ball to travel. Secondly, ready yourself. Bring your foot closest to the net forward slightly. Bend your knees a little, keeping your back straight. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees and raise them to just above shoulder level. Position your hands in front of your forehead. Hold your hands open, around 15 centimeters apart, fingers relaxed and slightly bent. Your wrists should be bent. Turn your palms to face forwards until the tips of your two thumbs are facing each other. Form a triangle with your thumbs and forefingers, through which you should be able to see the ball. Thirdly, hitting the ball. Just before receiving the ball, bend your knees and lean forward slightly. When the ball arrives just above your eyes, push off with your legs to stand up as tall as possible. Use your index and middle fingers and the upper part of your thumbs. Careful, don't use the very tips of your fingers, nor the palms of your hands. At the moment you touch the ball, rotate your wrists and palms inside to outside. Then push strongly with your fingers and straighten your arms up in front of you. Once you have learnt this technique, practice it with some drills. Over to you. In this video, you're going to learn to receive the ball. Reception is both a defensive shot and the first movement of an attack. First, we're going to see two types of reception: high reception and low reception. Firstly, high reception. Watch the movement and the speed of the ball. Move towards it to cut off its path and intercept it. Meet the ball by raising your hands to do an overhand pass, palms open and facing the ball. To learn more about this move, watch our video on the overhand pass. Before contact, orient yourself towards the player you want to pass to. When you pass, push with your legs as well. Secondly, low reception. Watch the movement and speed of the ball. Position yourself in its path. Adapt your position with small side steps. Make sure you are stationary before receiving the ball with a bump pass or dig. To learn more about this movement, watch our video on the bump pass. Before contact, orientate the platform of your arms and your pelvis towards the place where you're going to receive the ball. At the moment of contact, push off with your legs as well. To receive the ball effectively, you need to adapt to each situation. Over to you. In this video, you'll learn how to aim your attack or spike. You will need a partner. Here are two situations for you to practice: spike, then spike and aim. Firstly, spiking. The aim of this exercise is to learn how to direct the ball's path when spiking. Stand just level with the 3-meter line, facing the net. Your partner stands close to the net, about 3 meters from where you will spike. Your partner throws the ball in a high arc in front of you at the net. Run, jump and hit the ball into the other area of the court. Don't forget to adapt your run-up and momentum to the speed and angle of the ball. Repeat this sequence a number of times. Secondly, spiking and aiming. Stand in the same position as before. Place 3 chairs or hoops in order to create 3 shooting zones in the opposite half of the court. The first in position 1, the second in position 6, and the third in position 5. Spike 3 times, aiming for the first zone, and then change target. Adapt your stance and position your body well in order to aim. Take the time to get back into your original position between each spike. Over to you. In this video, you'll learn how to block. Blocking is not counted as a touch of the ball. Follow these 3 steps in order to block effectively. Prepare, jump, and block. Firstly, prepare. Stand about 30 centimeters from the net. Move towards your opponent by sidestepping or by running along the net. Keep your feet parallel to your shoulders and your legs very slightly bent in order to be ready to jump. Reach your arms up and bend them with your forearms parallel to the net and with your hands at head height. Secondly, jump. Always begin your jump just after your opponent jumps. Simultaneously push with your legs and raise your arms. Jump vertically, keeping your head high and your eyes on the ball. Once in the air, stretch your arms with your hands open and your fingers spread to have maximum surface area for the block. Thirdly, block. Adapt your block depending on the two following situations. If you are late or your opponent is bigger than you, block defensively. For this, bring your hands back towards your head, bending your wrists. Try to slow the ball during contact in order to retrieve it afterwards. If the ball is very close to the net or the opponent is smaller than you, block offensively. For this, bend your body forwards so that your arms and hands can enter into the opponent's court. Don't forget to control your fall in order to avoid any contact with the net or entering into the opponent's court, as this would be counted as a foul. Land on your front foot, then uncurl your toes and gently bend your knees. Blocking is the best way to destabilize an attack, so adapt your block according to the match situation. Over to you.